And there we go. Hi everybody, again from Berlin. It's nice to see all of you after the premiere of the Hammerklavier. It's been an intense week for me, and I'm really happy for all the nice comments and messages that I received from all of you. Some of you actually texted me privately from all over the world. I received messages from Asia, from the United States, from Canada, from Europe. So it's been just amazing how people reached me out, and I'm happy because the implications of this. I mean, I would say that this recording makes a really strong case for the whole beat metronome practice, if not the end of any discussion, because nobody has ever succeeded in playing the Hammerklavier with the metronome numbers read in a half beat. And I guess we still have to wait for that recording, right? Don't think that this means that the Hammerklavier is an easy piece. You know, people just saying, "Oh, but this is not difficult," or like, "This is not the difficulty that Beethoven meant," and question will be like, "Who said so? Like, have you actually tried with these metronome numbers at this speed, with those pedalings?" This recording should make all of us think about what's the concept of difficulty, of technical difficulty, which is really not, as we think today, highest number of notes per second. That's not what technique means. Technique is to make clear all those details at that tempo with the things that are written. Because guess what? When you can understand all the notes, your ears and your brain starts to follow everything. You really feel that music it's fast. There are several implications about this recording. Musicians need to rethink what's the concept of virtuoso technique, of what's the concept of difficulty. And so I actually hope that this recording can inspire the next generation of pianists, the people of my age, who today, I mean, I'm so sick of seeing students of my age practicing hours and hours and hours on a passage that they never solve. They can work on that for years and they will never solve it because they are pushed like crazy to play always faster and faster because the music needs to go, because you shouldn't lose the line. What is the line? The horizontal line. It needs to go. What is that? For me, it's just a music that has no breathing. When I hear these poor people pushing themselves to play a Chopin etude so fast and going on and freaking out before a concert because they have to play all the notes and correctly and at that speed with no memory problems. I mean, it's can we just stop for a moment and think about this? Can we just reflect on the craziness of this idea that today musicians are considered like athletes? We are not athletes, and that's what I expect from this recording. That please, if you're a musician, and especially if you are a young musician and you see these recordings, I mean, it can be the Hammerklavier, but it can be any other recording on authentic sound. Start thinking on your own about what it means being a musician, ask yourself, what does it mean being a musician? Does it mean to be a stage monkey? We are doing something that it's related to art. We need to convey some emotions to people, to the people who listen to us. But this is how it works, how the music world works today. And that's why the young generation is always pushed and to play faster and faster. And that's why you get doctors along with music conservatories ready there to tell you how to manage your injuries. Because of course you have to practice 8 hours a day and you have to injure yourself. I mean, can we just like stop for a moment and think about how sick is this idea that musicians today, classical musicians, are getting injured? It's not a side problem, really, guys. It's not a side problem. I've seen so many of my colleagues in university having problems with this, that they have to stop for 1 month or 2 months and they cannot play anymore because they get some injuries from practice. How is that possible? Today we have even kids that are pushed to learn music in this way, and you see videos on YouTube of these kids playing a Chopin etudes at 6 years old. This is not something normal. These are kids. These are people who are being prevented from living their childhood. What are we pushing for? What are you trying to defend? Are you really trying to defend this system where people need to practice 10 hours a day and pushing themselves to the limit to play a Mozart sonata super fast with no wrong notes, and then maybe even get injured, not only physically but also mentally, because you get anxiety? But we are musicians. We should be intellectuals. Like, we get to work on these beautiful pieces of art, and instead of thinking that we should spread culture and talk about art and philosophy, we are just worried about sticking in our practice room in front of our instrument for hours a day and trying to solve the stupid octave passages. Yeah, really? Is this a musician to you? I mean, I don't care for myself. I mean, I found my way, and I personally feel like I'm a free musician for having accepted this new way of playing. That, by the way, it's really not easy. I'm learning that you don't learn to play like this in 2 days. It's not about playing slower. It's about playing at a speed that forces you to highlight all these details. See, we must highlight all of them. Just check any score and just mark the number of articulations that you never hear in mainstream performances. My message to all the musicians out there, it's we start rethinking this music. It's necessary. It's too important. And I'm so sick of hearing these things of, yeah, but the composer wants you to suffer. Citation needed. Who said that the Beethoven and these people want us to suffer? They wrote this. They wrote this for us. Many other recordings will come soon. So if you're new to the channel, don't hesitate to subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on our latest videos. And you can also consider to support us on Patreon. We have a monthly hangout there, because that's what really helps us to keep making these videos and to keep making these recordings and keep up with this hard, really hard work. So guys, thank you again. You are a marvelous audience, and I love you all for this. Is like the the best community that like anybody can imagine. Like as a musician, I can say that I literally have the best audience in the world. So thank you for staying with us, and we'll see each other soon. Bye.